and welcome to today's Zoom testimonial call. I'm so glad to see y'all on the call. And I'm at home, which is part of the beauty of working with WBRX, is that you can work from everywhere. That was my husband, who's also involved in the business. So what we do on these days is simply provide some testimonials, a little bit about ourselves and why we're in the business, that kind of thing. I know that you can see that we've got a number of people on the call that are really an example of how incredibly flexible the opportunities are in working with WBRX. So I'd like to introduce Jen Rennell. She's one of our founders, actually, and I'd like to just hear a little bit from her as to a little bit about her background and what brought her into the business and what's been going on with the business.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Jen, and my background is in the wellness business. I owned a boutique med spa for many years and managed a med spa, and then worked with my ex-husband's business for a while in operations, managing a bunch of sales reps that work for us. And I wanted to get into this business because I needed something that I could do from home that offered me flexibility with my children. And I learned about this business at an event and was super impressed with the doctors that were involved with the company and all of the knowledge that they shared. And I've tried the products and love the sleep product. It's really helped me with insomnia and anxiety. And I love the metered plus dissolvable tabs, the new product that we have, even more. And I've had my kids try to sleep, and that's really helped them. When they get to a point where they can't calm down, I'll give them a little bit of that, and it really helps them. I don't do it very often, but it certainly works for them. And what else? Oh, the balm. I've got my son here with me, and he can testify that he loves the CBD balm. Bodie, can you tell us what you like the CBD balm for?
I forget what it does.
Okay, that's okay. I'll tell you. So when he is doing sports activities he gets really sore after sports, I'll put the CBD balm on his, sore muscles, whether it's his feet or legs or whatever from baseball. And he tells me that it immediately takes the pain away.
It's like the world's best invention, in my opinion.
And so he loves that, and I'll use it for sore muscles after tennis too. It works great. So my successes with the business so far, I've had an owner of a med spa come on board selling the products at her med spa. I recently got a chiropractor to come on board to retail the products. And I've had a couple of sales reps that are selling the product on board. And I don't know, I feel like I've got 15 independent brand partners below me. Some of them aren't doing anything with it, but hopefully they will at some point. So.
Well, thanks, Jen. I appreciate that. And sometimes you have brand partners that come on board and they have to percolate a little bit. And when the timing is right. So they believe in what the product is, and they certainly understand and believe in the culture of our business. But and they don't want to miss out on that opportunity, but they need to take a little bit of time before they really, really get rolling. And then also as brand partners, part of what we're doing is we're showing them what to do and what we are doing and how that is successful. So Gail, if you don't mind, can you just give a little short testimonial as well? Uh-oh.
Okay, now I'm unmuted.
There you go.
I said everything I needed to say. No, I'm kidding. I'm Gail Kinney. I'm super excited to be part of this group. All my life, I've always been health conscious and always trying to find good solutions for medical grade wellness solutions. And I found that with Wellness Biosciences. And fortunately, I was introduced into the business right at the start of COVID. I had just lost my job due to COVID. And so it gave me the time, the opportunity to look at not only the products that could help me and my dad, but also look into the business opportunities. And so it's really proven to be an excellent opportunity. I have a super strong team. I'm very, very proud to be part of this team. I was brought into it. And then since then, several other people have joined, and each of them have been very successful. And I just am very excited about now that we're able to get back out into our world, go call on practitioners and just a variety of people, individuals, as well as wellness practices and practitioners, and have the opportunity to generate income, but also the opportunity to help so many people. Our products are absolutely phenomenal. Every product I've tried, from the balanced gel caps to the metered dose tablets, metered dose inhaler, the metered tablets, everything has worked. I've had excellent feedback from so many people on this, and I look forward to continuing to grow with this company. I think it's so important that we have these calls, and we have our Saturday morning business meetings, as well as the Monday. The Monday call is just a super, way to just generate, regroup and get real excited about the week to come. So for me, I'm just always wanting to learn and grow and appreciate opportunities like this. Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks, Gail. So I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that we have a big incentive trip coming up over the Labor Day weekend, going to Sandestin Golf and Beach Club. And Jen has already qualified to go on that trip. Gail has somebody in her organization that has just qualified to go on that trip. And I'll just go ahead and just mention real quickly what y'all are going to see shortly out in a text or in an email. The incentive, the extra opportunity for the month of July, and all of this does close on the last day of July in terms of who qualifies for the trip, will be any brand partner that is responsible for 15,000 in personal volume or 30,000 in personal group volume by the end of the month of July will qualify for the Sandestin trip. So that's hot off the press. It hadn't even come out in text and emails yet, but I did want to mention that and to congratulate Jen and Olga for joining us on that trip. So we're super excited about that. Melissa, do you mind then sharing just a brief testimonial as well?
Sure. Yeah, I've always been into health and wellness as well. So I've kind of already been a fan of CBD and have researched a lot about the industry. And Gail has been inviting me to come to the dinners where Dr. Jasani and Patel speak. And I'm a science person. So just listening to them and how it affected their patients just really sold me. And, there's just so many people that can be helped by the products, including myself. I've been taking the sleep tincture, the morning tincture. The balm has worked amazing because I get stiffness in my neck for some reason randomly. And I was just surprised the other day, a few weeks ago, when I tried it, the pain was gone instantly. And I wasn't expecting that. So that's just definitely a true testimony. It is what it is. It really does work. And so yeah, I'm excited. I'm working with one of my friends, she's a doctor, sending her some samples and, just trying to go from there, because I think everybody is sold on CBD. It's gotten it's so popular, but I stress to people that you want to be with a company that their products are clean, they're verified, you know what's in them. There's just so many little pop-up shops that you see in strip centers, and I've tried some of those products too, and they really did nothing for me. So I don't, who knows what's really in them. So that was another thing I like about Wellness Biosciences, is that what's in the product, it's verified, and you can feel confident telling your customers and friends and family that it's a good, clean product. So I think we're on the wave of the CBD. We're in it. This is a great company to be with. So I'm excited. Just getting started too, really.
Thanks, Melissa. Well, it was really nice to meet you at the June 29th event. And certainly these events are a great way to have that interaction and that energy, and for more people to come together in order to just learn more face to face with those in the room. So it was great to meet you then, and I hope to see you at other events.
Yeah,
So
same here.
Oh, sure. So Michael, I am going to I hope I'm not bothering. I have like a still photo of you on the screen. I'm hoping that you're there. Oh, now there you are. Hey, listen, do you have time to just give us a brief testimonial about yourself and how you came to find WBRX, why you're involved, and a little bit about how it's working for you and your successes with the business?
Sure. Well, my story begins with a very sick wife who was hospitalized with autoimmune. Her background is pharma, and the doctor wanted to put her on some harsh drugs, polypharma. She refused. And this was in late 2018. So when she, I was trying to help her with her situation, she started trying CBD and found that she was able to get some relief. And at that time, I knew nothing except that CBD had something to do with marijuana. I wasn't quite sure, but I knew that there was some connection. So I started asking around. I started doing research, learning about the cannabis plant, the difference between the hemp plant and the marijuana plant, and started learning about the cannabinoids. But it wasn't until I was asking another friend, I was, continuing to ask many people about what they knew about CBD. And one of my friends at that time said, "Hey, I have a meeting with two guys who are starting a CBD company, and you might want to come along." And so I said, "Sure, take me." And it turned out it was Barry and Sean. And just their message, the way, well, really, because at that time the first thing I asked him, my friend, was, "Is this a multi-level company?" And he goes, "I think so. I'm not sure." So I went anyway, and just because I wanted to learn. And what attracted me to Barry and Sean was the fact, because at that time I had 12 years of experience in medical sales, and I had a number of contacts in healthcare. And when I was listening to Barry and Sean, what stood out to me was first of all, the fact that they were believers. They were brothers in Christ, which was very important to me. And that their message was one of education, and their affiliation with Dr. Jasani and Dr. Patel, and the interest in educating other doctors on what the endocannabinoid system was, and how cannabis works lock and key with the endocannabinoid system that we all have, the cannabinoids that are in the plant, over 114, and how they entourage. All the education, to me, is why I decided that I wanted to be a partner in this company. And I have not been disappointed. And I didn't jump right in. It took me a while to really to do my due diligence to send people to them, get their opinion on what Barry and Sean are doing. So that's the critical thing for me, and the most important. What is most important to me is the fact that we are trying to educate, and it begins with the doctors, because the doctors are people that I think most of the people I know trust. Instead of going into a CBD shop around the corner, I think most people are going to feel more comfortable using CBD products from a professional, from a doctor. So with the COVID, it kind of kept things from really progressing as I envisioned, unfolding as fast as I'd hoped. But now that we're back having in-person meetings where the doctors can educate, I am very excited. I want to get as many people. I think the key is getting people to these meetings, using our tools, which never take a day off, and getting all the information we can to as many people as we can. And I'm very excited about the future. I think we've only just begun. I love the direction of the company. I love the quality of the people that are involved, and I'm looking forward to what is going to unfold.
Thank you so much, Michael. And you brought up some great points. I think before you were able to get on the call, Jen was talking about how she has some brand partners that haven't done a whole lot. I am also one of the founders of the organization. Save the first pre-launch meeting that they had, I've been at every single meeting since this organization began. And I do remember seeing you at some of those early events where, okay, so Michael had to let it percolate a little bit before he dove in heads first. But now I am seeing you at those meetings, and that's great. And you're right about the tools. We have lots of great tools in our back office if we just plug them in and use them. I have to say, I won't go into great detail really about my testimonial, except for to just say that I have a background in education and also in senior care in terms of a company that would help with assisted living, Visiting Angels, assisted living in your home, and top marketing at Baylor for a long time. This organization has got it together, completely together. Their compensation plan is incredible and very fair, and it's very forward thinking. The tools that we have in place are fabulous. Again, just a matter of plugging them in and using them. But I think the most fascinating thing for me with this organization is how everybody that's on this call right now, they are not necessarily, none of you all are people that I brought into the business, but we all affirm each other. We all leverage with each other. We're there for each other. The goal is to help everybody in the organization be successful.